up on this episode of Swing Nation, Frankie 100 bands announced, an infographic on dance etiquette, and me live and uncensored. Swing Nation episode 48 starts now.
Hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor. Swing Nation,
people grooving together.
Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that roll. Swing Nation,
People grooving together.
This episode of Swing Nation is brought to you by Camp Jitterbug. Camp Jitterbug is a weekend full of swinging live music, competitions, workshops, performances, dancing until the sun comes up, and an all-around party. They have an incredible lineup of instructors from around the world and live music all weekend. The weekend kicks off with one of the biggest Lindy Hop jazz shows in the world, the Jump Session Show. Don't miss out in celebrating 15 years of Camp Jitterbug this May 29th through June 1st, 2014, the weekend after Frankie 100. Hello everyone, welcome to Swing Nation episode 48 for March 26, 2014. I am Spuds, this is Zuckerpunch, and we are joined today by our good friend of all, Kevin Laurent. What's up, bud?
Not much, man.
He goes by Coach Laurent.
It's Laurent to you, sir.
We're still doing that? Really? We can still do that?
I mean, he's going to be back in harangue.
It's true.
Get used to it.
He brought the fire trucks.
That's right, because it's a 5-alarm fire. Woo! Pulled over.
I think that's your mustache.
Okay, I think the 5-alarm fire was actually 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Did you hear about that?
I was here. I was walking down the street one storm midnight. The wind up ahead. It was a terrible fire. No, it was a really bad fire.
5-alarm fire.
It was a really bad fire, but everything's cool. There was some construction site caught on fire, and it's great. But let's talk about that mustache.
Yes, let's. What would you like to talk about?
Mustache
Why?
Sally.
Let's see. Yeah, I had pizza for dinner. Truffle oil. Yummy.
Yeah. We had dinner the other night, and he had schmutz in his mustache. And you get that a lot, huh? Why? What are you doing? What's going on?
It's. I'm still learning how to eat with this thing. If I put a large caterpillar on your face and then gave you a big hamburger, I suspect I would find mayonnaise left over on the caterpillar.
Are those euphemisms?
No, he really has.
I was really talking about a caterpillar and a hamburger. With
Okay.
mayonnaise.
I just making sure that I wasn't missing
Come
some.
out of the gutter, rise yourself up, clean yourself up. Okay, moving on. What else would you like to know?
What have you been up to lately?
Oh, I've got 3 big things in my life right now. One, I am doing a brand new routine with my dance partner, Joe Hofberg.
Ooh, when do we get to see it?
That's a good question. We'd like to know that too. We're working hard on it. It's a lot of work. We're excited about it, but also incredibly nervous, which is par for the course.
Well, it's kind of comforting to know that even Kevin and Joe get nervous.
Yeah.
Second one, in a couple days, taking off for a big trip in Asia. So we're going to be over there for about a month. We're doing Korea, and it's a big Camp Swing It event, huge. We're going to be there for 10 days, and afterwards we're going to Shanghai for a little fun.
Nice.
And then we're going to take a bullet train for the first time up to Beijing.
Ooh, that's so fancy. I'm so jealous.
Wait, the bullet train is a magnetic train?
I don't know. They call it a bullet train, and we're going to get on it.
Is that it?
I know it's really fast.
I'm looking at
I think it's just the high-speed rail.
It's just
It's
a rail, just
incredibly
regular
high-speed rail.
It's a good question.
Train?
I will get back to you on that one after I've ridden the high-speed train.
It's got to be a magnet on a freaking cool
Have they built those yet? Because I thought they were only like small.
Those suckers go. Those suckers go 230 miles an hour, something like that. It's ridiculous.
I think it's actually a tube that's airtight.
I think there's lasers.
And they push us through.
Jim says there's lasers.
It's
All right.
frictionless.
Anyway.
You kind of float your way to Beijing.
So if you're going to be in Korea, does that mean that you're going to get new suits?
I just might. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to From in Korea. They make some incredible things. And they've got some special surprises up their sleeve for Frankie 100. Put a little teaser in there, so look out. But yeah, I got some fabric from London that I got. It's a nice herringbone, black and gray. I'm going to get a 3-piece made out of it. Very excited.
That is so fancy.
I started a Pinterest just because Kevin gave me the advice to set up Pinterest. Because we try and shop a little bit when he's here. Because I'd like to dress nice. He dresses nice. I'd like to dress nice. I haven't
You
touched
look
that.
good. You're actually easy to dress up, actually, as well.
You clean up real nice.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
true. I've seen you in those suits.
On Soul
Unlike-
Night at 9:20,
Yeah.
That's the only time I dress up.
I think, was it a black coat and a white turtleneck and a gold chain and the glasses?
Something like that.
Oh, I like the suit with the purple lining.
Yeah. This guy's, yeah.
I dress like my uncle.
You're kind of an icon, Manu.
Well, then,
you know how to
you know-
dress it up.
Get your uncle's number because I'm sure a lot of people would be interested.
No, but the last thing we got going on is Joe and I are doing a brand new event, and it's called San Francisco Lindy Tech.
Lindy Tech.
Yeah, Lindy Tech. Well, it's San Francisco. Kind of cash in on the tech nerds here. I'm not looking at anyone at the moment.
Right, exactly.
As I scroll my face around the room.
Just around the room, too.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a very different event. You actually have to audition before you even allowed in the camp. You have to submit an application, limited to 30 people. So we're going to try to create this hardcore group of dance geeks / nerds to really improve their dancing.
So what are you looking for in an applicant then? Is it just like skill already, or is there like some other attribute that you'd want?
Absolutely competency in the dance already, because we're not starting at the beginning. We want to move on. But we're also trying to create a cohesive group. So it's about getting people who are at a similar level. We don't want a huge disparity in the group.
How do you tell that level through?
We're just going to get the applicants, and we're going to take a look at them, and we're going to compare and contrast.
Is it like video applicants? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can take a video of yourself brand new, or like if you're in a competition that's already video, or you've done a routine. We just want to see you dancing above 180. We want to know who you are. And we encourage people to sign up with a partner, but you can absolutely sign up by yourself as well. Just, in the Lindy world, couples get priority.
Right.
It's easier because we want to keep the numbers even. So it's limited to 30 people, 15 couples.
Okay.
Life is rough for a singleton.
Yeah, exactly. So that's sflt.joeandkevin.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so-
Is there a date for that?
Yeah, it's going to be September.
Oh, cool.
Do
So you'll actually be here for the nice weather.
Exactly. Actually, it's the same weekend as the Folsom Street Fair. And Manu knows all about this because Manu actually lives on Folsom Street. That's all I'm going to divulge at the moment. And Folsom Street Fair is basically a leather daddy bondage sexual celebration of freedom here. Big
Yeah.
long tradition in San Francisco.
Nothing to do with the fact that I live there.
Has nothing to do
It's
with
been
that.
going on since before I lived there.
Manu discovered Folsom Street Fair when he walked out his door one Sunday
I did.
afternoon. That was good.
I did
It was
that this past year, too.
Welcome to San Francisco. That's
We were
right, you
going
live
to-
right near Folsom.
Yeah, we were going to brunch on Folsom, and then we start walking down, and it's like a Sunday morning in Soma, and so there's people who are dressed up kind of interestingly, and we were like, oh, didn't really think anything of it.
Interesting.
So what I'm really trying to say is if you're going to come to SFLT, San Francisco Lindy Tech, bring your harnesses and your leather.
And your ball gag.
And your ball gag.
Not that I
and
know anything about that.
Are we going to have to put another NSFW on the show?
Hopefully.
We're just being descriptive and informative right now.
Well, it sounds like you've got quite a lot of things up your sleeve.
Yes, and that's just the
your
beginning. But
leather
I will
sleeve.
stop there because my list is too long.
That's
Let's move
awesome.
on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, definitely. No, you're always a good guy to have, even if we don't have gin right now.
I would appreciate you said there was going to be.
I
gin
did, didn't I?
here.
Didn't I?
You did.
I think. We
Well,
might
there's
have
still
some
after the
somewhere.
show. I'm just
I
saying.
honestly almost brought whiskey.
Why
Jim,
didn't you?
Jim almost brought whiskey. It's as bad as not bringing whiskey.
It's just worse, actually.
Right. If you just stayed silent, everything would be better right now.
So moving right along to some of the hot stories we have right now. Without,
We don't have Rick, the king of the segways.
I know, there was no way for me to get into that. I just want to talk about drinking right now. There's another documentary. So we always talk about these documentaries, but I think a lot of them are really fun and really worth watching.
Is this Swing the Doc?
No, this is not Swing the Doc.
Different
we
doc.
did. We would love to talk about that.
Okay.
But we don't know when it's going to be ready.
It's a good question. They're doing teasers at Frankie 100.
A lot of teasers going on at Frankie 100,
A
apparently.
lot of teasing happening there. Yeah.
Well,
Ball gag. Continue.
this one isn't. This one is a UK documentary on swing dancing, a BBC documentary that I think we found, but it aired. Let's see, it's called the Swing Thing. Probably released somewhere around 2010.
Yeah, it was posted on YouTube around 2010.
Yeah, oh, exactly. It was posted on YouTube around 2010 by someone who thought it was a really good thing to watch, and Documentary goes through the history of jazz swing music from the early start in the beginning of the 20th century with the Big Bang era, Big Band era.
There was a Big Bang, and then there were all these big bands.
Yeah.
That show's been around for a long time.
You know, Glenn Miller. It goes all the way through the swing revival that took place in the 80s. I think we have a clip from the
Clip
BBC
away.
I think people are all interested in sex and danger to a certain extent, as long as no one gets hurt. And you know, music's not really going to hurt you. You're probably just going to have a good time.
Swing was more than music. For the teenagers embracing it, it offered a way of life, music, a code of dress, even a language. It was the world's first youth culture.
Swing music acts as a narcotic and makes them forget reality. It is like taking a drug. Swing music represents our aggression to our primitive tam-tam-tam.
it's like taking a drug.
That's right on point.
That's the
one of the
point.
classic signs I am always using with people is this guy right here.
That's how you count them off.
Well, people, they come up after classes, they're like, oh, I went to this weekend, I'm going to next weekend, I don't know where you guys teaching next, I want to go here, and I just, it's like...
Yeah. Do you do that really?
I do. I really do make that gesture.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a little awkwardly close to the truth.
Yeah, it's not even awkwardly close, it just is the truth. Absolutely a swing drug.
It is, and
That's why we have things like Swung Over.
There you go. Another Bobby White reference. Drink.
Yeah, that's right. We totally neglected to mention over the past, this season so far, the SwingNation drinking game.
If you make a Bobby...
Because there was the ILHC one.
Do we have a SwingNation
I think we did.
I'm looking over at Rick.
Wasn't
I
there
think if you
one?
make a reference to Bobby White, you should have it. You should take a swig.
It's true.
Well...
There's at least one a show.
Or at least a puff in your pipe.
Yeah.
Bobby White, oh.
That would be cool. Let's get somebody on that. Let's get our people on that. So check it out. It's on YouTube. I watched the entire 2 hours of it.
Wow.
And didn't really notice because I just started and then I just was riveted for the whole time. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I've already seen. But it's a good little romp. Norma Miller is in it. She's doing her thing. Talking about, it's a beat. It's all about the beat. That's my best Norma Miller.
It's funny how Norma Miller sounds a little like Bill Cosby in this portrayal.
You need to scream louder in your microphone.
It's the beat.
Closer to the microphone.
With the pudding pop. Don't make me do that again. See, you two.
Norma Cosby.
What do you got, Kevin? What do you got for us?
Concerning...
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have a show.
Yeah, you guys you don't tell me. You guys are the ones with the laptops here. Give me
You
a
had
better
your
lead in
iPad
there.
before.
Just say ball gag, and then I'll accuse me, right?
Ball gag.
Ball gag. All right. Oh, yeah, Frankie 100. We've got a lot of bands happening there. This is sort of going to be a big band fest.
Yeah.
I'll say right off the bat, the one I'm the most excited for is Wycliffe Gordon.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am. When have you ever done any Lindy Hop to Wycliffe Gordon besides recorded music?
Well,
to live music.
Agreed.
But I know you grew up in New York,
yeah.
so you might be different.
Yeah, I actually...
Sorry,
never mind.
special.
I won't do anything. I won't say anything.
You're not gonna say anything. All right, that's fine. Anyway, I've never danced to him live, so that's a personal excitement for me.
My favorite's always going to be Gordon Webster out of this lineup. He's just over the past, 6, 7 years that I've been at events where he's been playing, he's just so honed his work to the kinds of things that I want to dance to and his energy. And I kind of feel like he's almost cheating, just hitting the win button with most songs that he plays. But I don't care because I'm having such fun.
That's perfect. We've got the Harlem All-Stars. I actually don't know those guys.
I don't
Me either.
either. Kinda.
Okay. Well, there we go. There's going to be a surprise band.
Surprise!
I wonder if they even know who the surprise band
There's
is.
a surprise band and there's a special band.
As there should be. I wonder if that's the name of the band. We're the surprise band.
The surprise band.
Right, which throws everyone
Special
all the
surprise
time.
band.
The special surprise band.
Which makes it all the more funny.
Surprising.
Sorry,
Surprising.
Kevin's
So-
here, so I have...
Okay, Swingadelic. Who knows Swingadelic?
I think I do.
I don't.
I don't know Swingadelic.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have the Harlem Blues and Jazz with special guests.
LaVey Smith.
She's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. I
So
didn't
we
realize
know the San Francisco natives.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a San Francisco native. I just want to mention one of my all-time favorites is George G, featuring Hillary Gardner and John Dokes.
Yeah, I love John Dokes, listening to him
At
sing.
the Jam.
George G was actually hanging with Count Basie, right?
Yeah.
Back in the 70s?
Yeah, he interviewed him and bothered him a lot.
So by hanging.
Yeah.
Bothered.
Basie knew to some extent George, and yeah, there's a great interview that George does with him that I think we have somewhere on Yehoodi. I'll find it if you want to hear it. I'll put it up.
I feel like we're going to really have a classic New York style swing fest, basically. Like the music's really New York style swing.
Right.
As opposed to the recent trend, everyone's doing tons of
I see what you
New
mean.
Orleans flavor.
Yeah.
Which is happening at so many of the camps.
Yeah.
Right? Because all those artists that, from what I can tell, they all feel like it's coming straight out of New York.
Right. It's almost like it'll be a nice change, right? What used to be the norm was all big band. Now it's a little different.
It's going to sound weird because we do a vintage dance, but I almost want to say it's going to be kind of old school compared to what the recent, the trend in the last 5 years, I'd say.
What the kids are doing.
Yeah.
It's such an old fart.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so anyway, there's lots, basically it's going to be a lot of bands, big bands, no less, battling big bands. There's going to be a lot of music. I think in the evenings there's going to be like 5 sets a night or something ridiculous.
Jesus.
So that's long.
Yeah.
It's going from like 9 till 2.
An entirely, this will be pretty handy. There's
Sorry. Couldn't.
an everlasting love. Holy Lindyland, which is a group
Holy
in
Lindyland.
Holy Lindy, sorry.
Israel, put out this Lindy Hopper's etiquette guide with the help of the amazing Bobby White.
Take a stoke on your pipe.
Did Bobby help with this?
Yeah, they credit him on the site.
Wow.
They say that prepared by the Holy Lindyland team in collaboration with the amazing Bobby White. Mm-hmm. So it's this etiquette guide, which I feel like is going to be really handy at Frankie 100.
Can I just interject one moment here? Because this etiquette guide actually uses Joe and I's silhouette in stick figure form. That's their main logo if you look at the top. So I got to say, I feel partially responsible for this entire guide.
You're
Just the fact
totally right.
That I'm represented as a stick figure. I hope that doesn't reflect my dancing in any way.
You make it, it's because you're thin
There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
and because there's not that much up here.
Okay. Thanks. You can stop there.
So it's this infographic that just has a lot of really great tips for keeping in mind when you're at a dance. I'm quite partial to everyone has a right to say no to a dance for any reason.
Boom. I support that 100%.
Yeah.
People tell me you got to say yes to everyone, and I say no to that. When people ask me to dance sometimes, I say no.
Yeah.
Because I say nay.
And I feel like a lot of people take it personally, and we've said this on the show before, that it's like, it's probably not personal unless they tell you, like, hey, I don't want to dance with you because you hurt my arm every time, or whatever.
Usually it's not. You're just talking, you're just resting. It's hard to dance all the time.
Yeah, or someone stepped on you in the last dance and you have to sit this one out. Like, it happens.
So are they going to offer this guide as a printout, something you can order or post at your venue?
I feel like they should. It's useful to have.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Another one is, do not correct others dancing unless you were specifically asked for feedback. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Tried to blow it up a little bit. There's a lot going on at that thing.
I think I'd probably add a caveat to that, though, that says, like, unless you were specifically asked for feedback or unless your, like, physical health is in danger as a result of the dance.
I love the whole eye contact thing.
Yeah.
Look at your
true.
dance partner, but not too much. It's like it's awkward. If you don't look at him, it's impersonal. But if you look at him too much, it's creepy. So look at him just the right amount, which is kind of true. Because we're all trying to do that.
It's true.
You know, we're looking, but no, I'm not looking anymore. But no, I'm looking again, but not that long. And now I want you, but not really. But I respect you, but I don't like you. Right? So yeah, this is sort of constant push and pull in the dance.
I think we just got our pull from this show. We're just going to air that segment.
Yeah.
I also like the female figure from the swipe zones. There's very popular moves. The leaders can, do the hand drag on the 5 of the swing out. Oops, side boob. Right?
That's
but
true.
at the same time, it looks like equality for women. right? Or is like equal marriage for lesbians. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
It's true. You can take a look at this in your leisure. There's lots of great things on here, like, with the exceptions of jam circles and performances, no aerials on the dance floor.
Right, but the figurine has the aerials and it looks really exciting, and all I remember is aerials.
Well, that's because they're in a jam circle. You see that there's space around them. There's no dancers there, so.
Well, it's like a previous dance partner of mine. Before we go into a competition, she would turn to me and say, "Don't do that one move." Maybe she was like, "Don't do the mini dip. Don't do the mini dip or the quick stop."
Really?
So
Why?
the entire, I don't know, for whatever reason, those weren't the moves, but I'm just saying two moves.
Right.
So then the entire dance, I can't think of anything but the mini dip
and the quick stop.
And the quick stop. So what do? The mini dip and the quick stop would come off stage, and it's like, "What did you do those?" It's like, So we learned to only say things in the positive.
Right.
Only do the things that you want me to do.
Right.
Yeah, because my mind is, racing. That's how I behave in competition.
I think I'm going to do that next time we're at a dance.
Yeah,
like, Kevin,
just do that.
don't do a side pass.
Oh no, it's nothing but side passes left and right. It's going all night. Side pass all night.
No points.
You can do it. You can do it. No points. He points to himself. Oh boy.
So check the rest of the infographic out at your leisure. There's more stuff in there than
It's
we have
cute,
an opportunity
and
to
I'm on
talk
it
about.
in Stickborn.
Yeah, and Kevin's famous on it, so
Yes.
obviously that's a reason to do it.
Holy Lindyland.
When did we talk to this guy? A couple weeks ago?
Nick? Yeah.
Nick Williams always comes up.
That
Drink.
bloke.
What do we got from Nick this time?
He did a blog post about muscle imbalance and partner dancing, and this is something that I've talked about with my friends a bunch before, about how I usually follow, and so the muscles on the right side of my body, like my right shoulder or my right lat, are like significantly stronger than on my left side. And so when I ended up injuring the left side of my body, I was like, how could this be? I don't even do anything with that side.
That's the whole point.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't do anything with it. Yeah. Obviously, no, this is actually a big deal.
Muscle
Asymmetrical development of muscles, because Lindy Hop is asymmetrical dance.
Yeah, which used to drive me nuts because I'm a little like left-right compulsive, but apparently I've gotten over it enough now to not even notice.
If you've actually been in a class with Joe and I, you'll know that we actually try to teach as many symmetrical movements as possible.
You do, it's true.
We try to cross-train that. One, to expand the dance, because it's more interesting if you can do it on both sides, but two, also just for health. Yeah, I have your best health and safety in mind.
Why, thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
This is a really creepy image that he posted on his website.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But I think it's appropriate. So so look at, I didn't even notice this. Jitterblast Fitness. He's got a whole site.
TM.
TM. Trademark. Muscle balance and partner dancing. Look at that. And it's this weird.
This looks like good, straightforward information. I haven't read it, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about
My
the...
name is Manu, not Manu. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, you piss me off every time.
What are some good points about this here?
This is really just an introduction to muscle imbalance and partner dancing, just bringing it up, like, what is it? What causes it?
Jitterblast.
No, I think that one's pretty symmetrical.
No, I'm just adding commentary. Continue.
Okay.
Jitterblast.
Repetitive movement in one direction and sustained postures, or neuromuscular imbalance due to predisposition of muscle groups.
Jitterblast.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm impressed that I got that all out in one go. And its effect on partner dancing and on your life and what you can do about it, which is pretty much, if you have symptoms, go to a doctor, and if you don't, then start preventing it now.
I see what you were doing. I wasn't catching on until until this. It was
a promotional segment.
It's all about the branding.
Jitterblast.
But it's something that I only started thinking about when I experienced the effects of it, and so everyone else should start paying attention before then so they don't get there.
Exactly.
This is your public service announcement, apparently.
Exactly.
I think if everyone talks to Laura Glass, because she had an injury in her shoulder, and as a result, she's been doing a lot of, what's that called, PT, physical therapy, to develop evenly both sides of her body, and now she is just like...
She's got the most amazing shoulders and arms.
Exactly. She looks like a rock climber girl.
they're beautiful
Yeah, it's impressive.
and strong.
Yeah, go Laura. Oh, jitter blast. No, she didn't do jitter blast for that.
No.
PT. Injure yourself so you can get better?
Don't injure yourself
No.
so you can be better already.
There we go. Jitter blast.
We need to get Laura on the show. That'd be great.
That would be
Yeah,
fantastic.
we should.
Kevin,
Yes.
why are you dancing?
Let's watch him dance.
Why are you dancing? Why are you doing the dancing thing?
Are you watching me dance now? Do my chair dance?
It's
What
about
just
that
happened this
time.
weekend? Lindy
Fest
Fest.
/ Lone Star.
Both of you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do I see Kevin and Nina on here? Now, I actually didn't get to watch this yet. I was so crazy this week.
Okay, that's why I made the list. I was wondering how I got on here.
What's going on with Kevin and Nina?
They were in the Invitational Strictly together, yeah?
No, this is Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Did you guys win?
That's right, Jack and Jill.
Second place.
Oh, so what's so good about this?
I don't know.
Why am I watching this?
It's
That's
really
'cause I'm here?
entertaining.
Yeah.
Why not?
They asked the first place people to host the show. They weren't available. So I got the call. You're welcome.
Touche.
Yeah. Maybe it's because Nina and I are going to be teaching at what's it
Fog
called?
City?
Fog City Stomp. I was
Fog
like
City.
SF Fog F. Yeah.
I'm glad
Fog
one
City
of us
Stomp.
knows what you're doing.
FCS, Fog City Stomp. Yes, I will be teaching there with Nina. Very excited about that.
What?
I've never taught with her before.
Yeah, that's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, this weekend we looked at each other and said, when was the last time we danced? We figured it out. It was 2007.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No, that's not the embarrassing part. So it's a jam circle, no less. And we've been doing aerials earlier in the day out on the grass in Harangue. It was like, oh, it's jam circle time. So we get out there and I'm like, we're going to do duck and dives. I scream duck and dive. I don't know. I think she heard pancake. Right, so I don't know how you hear pancake from duck and dive. She was in heels, she's in a dress,
Oh my
where it's
God.
crowded, the whole thing, right? So if everyone doesn't know, a duck and dive means the leader goes straight down and pulls a girl over his head. But in a pancake, the girl goes straight down.
Ooh.
Right? So we went,
Oh, no.
no, I'm serious. We hit head so hard. We came up like, and we just kind of hobbled off the floor slowly, like in a daze. And the best part is the crowd. Everyone's like, yeah, yeah. And everyone goes, oh. Everyone's like, oh, but like really loud. Yeah.
I'm so glad you both have really thick skulls.
Yeah, so that was the last time we danced. And then we danced again 7 years later, and we took second place.
This one went marginally better, I think.
Well, by better, yes, that's true, marginally better. We didn't hit heads. The first photo I saw posted, I thought, who posts a photo like that? There's no good lines, it's awkward, she's kind of halfway between my legs. I kind of have the under part of her armpits supporting her. I have this question mark look in my face.
She's got a hell of a look on her face, too.
Yeah.
Can we watch the video?
Oh, great.
Why don't you narrate a little?
There we go. So there's Nina, there's I am. I'm promoting the event, I have their shirt on.
Why are you promoting an event you're already at?
They gave me the shirt for free. That's good.
We can teach you about promotion.
Oh, Nina's so good. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's
She
an
is
amazing
really
dancer. Oh, look at that attitude, her hips. She's
Yes.
putting up with me. She's the sweetest thing for dealing with me out there.
Ooh, that was a quick entrance into that.
I have the most
It's pretty normal
ridiculous
here. The little
question.
flappy flaps going around the corner. Yeah, I think we're having a decent dance at this point. I'm feeling it.
She's so cool.
See, I hear that music, those pops, I'm like, I'm gonna hit it. And then the music changed on me. It's like, okay. And watch this. She just starts looking at me, I'm like, okay, I have to do something.
She totally did the reverse of what guys usually do. It follows.
Yeah.
It's just like
Okay, now, I had a huge plan here. I was like, I'm like, yeah, this is good. And then she gets down on me, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna swivel around her. And then she gets up. She ruined the whole thing.
I love what's going on in the mind of Kevin right now with this dance. Keep going.
I couldn't
That is a
believe
classic
it.
move. That's the move you can use while you're at a wedding. Pressure. Drunk friends. Lots of hip. When in doubt, do hip.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did get
Yeah.
2 1s, so I feel good about our placement. At least 2 judges want us to put us in. I don't know why, but there it is.
Man.
See, look at that,
Yeah.
it's good. But there's one more song. This is where it gets worse.
I was actually not thrilled with the fact that they did the normal tempo and
See,
then
this is
the
what I'm
slow
dealing with. See
one.
what she's doing? She practically stripped. She put her hair down. And I'm like, what do I have left to do? No jacket to take off. All I
And no
can do
hair
is
to
do a
put
David
down.
Ring and put my collar up. Good Great song, though.
Let's watch a little bit of this slow.
This is where it gets awkward. That was a good move, though. She turned around. I was like, you know what? Okay, we're connected. We're doing this awkward front to back position. It's slow. There's the awkwardness.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see? Neither one of us knows what's going on here. And that's when the best thing you can do is just push your partner away and hope for the best. At this point, I was like, you know what? I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
So this is what's great about Nina is she fully commits with you. And at that point, she's like, "Are we ever going to like dance together?" I better take you in the closed position.
And boy, did you.
She looks good in heels, doesn't she?
She looks great
good.
in heels.
She just looks good in general, I think.
Turn her down. Then it gets awkward again. So,
bravo.
Come to Fog City Stop. Come to our classes.
Nice.
And we'll try to be.
And you'll teach that move. You'll teach that move, right?
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. Every bit of the awkwardness.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean.
It looks like we're out of time.
Oh, there were such good videos. We'll have to put them in the next show.
And lots of great discussion that we love to have with Kevin here. I think we'll build this episode as the Mystery Science 3000 of that particular shot, that particular video. What goes on in the mind of the professional dancers?
I would love to hear Nina's version of that. That's the thing.
I would also love to hear Nina's version.
We gotta have Nina on. We gotta get to her version. Thank you so much for watching Swing Nation, episode 48. Run this down. You can email us. Did you know that you could do that? You could email us at news@yehoodi.com. Did you know that you could also find us on Facebook?
Ooh.
Right there, Swing Nation TV.
Excuse me, I've been drinking. No, I haven't. I just had mac and cheese. You can also get to us via the Twitter at Yehoodi, at Spuds, at Zuckerpunch, at Rickomatic. You can, message that guy, but he's not even on the show this week, so forget him. But there's Kevin over here. You can probably get in touch with him on the Facebook.
Well, I want to thank Spuds, thanks Zuckerpunch for having me on here.
Definitely.
Don't forget about SFLT if you want to take your Lindy hop to the next level in an intense environment.
Is it intense?
It's, yes. The
Giant tents.
The fire at the circus.
Excellent.
5-alarm fire.
All right.
Ball gag.
Ball gag. I will leave it at that.
Kevin, Spuds, Zuckerpunch. See you guys next week. Our powers combined.
LindyFest.
Ball gag.
All around the planet, gates are in the groove. Don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that road. Swing Nation, people grooving together.